Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming today. My name is Siri, and I'm the founder of Study Loop Hub. It's nice meeting both of you for the first time.
It's nice to meet you all too. I'm Ivan. I own several mid-share vending machines around shopping malls and office buildings. Recently, I've been looking into expanding into university campuses. So I'm interested to hear about what you have in mind.
Okay, likewise. Okay, my name is Ziwei. So I manage Dunkin' Donuts campus operations, and we are always looking for the location where students will spend a lot of time. Thank you for inviting us.
I'm glad both of you accepted the invitation. The purpose of today's meeting is to see whether we can create a collaboration that benefits all three of our businesses rather than operating separately. So let me begin by explaining Study Loop Hub. The Study Loop Hub is more than just a study room. It's a place where university students can revise together, attend workshops, hold group discussions, and prepare for exams. Students typically spend anywhere between 2 to 6 hours inside the space. One thing we've noticed is that students often leave halfway through their study stations because they're hungry or need coffee. And once they leave, many don't come back immediately. That's a problem I like to see. I like to solve.
That actually makes sense. If students have to leave the building just to buy a drink, they lose focus. For mid-share, our vending machines are designed exactly for convenience. Students can buy cold drinks or ice cream within a minute without waiting in line. We also don't require staff, which keeps operating costs low.
Okay, so for my business, it's a bit slightly different. So for Dunkin' Donuts, we focus on freshly prepared coffee, donuts, sandwiches, and even some breakfast meals. So unlike vending machines, we actually create an atmosphere where people can grab a coffee before class or have a quick snack while studying. So I think our businesses might actually complement one another instead of competing directly. What do you guys think?
So here's my proposal. I'd like to integrate both of your business into our study loop hub. A Dunkin' booth near the entrance and a mixer vending machine somewhere inside the study area. This would allow students to stay longer without leaving the building. What do you both think?
Hmm.
To be honest, I'm a little concerned. If students see a Dunkin' booth selling coffee and drinks right at the entrance, why would they walk further inside to use my vending machine? I don't want my sales to suffer because another beverage business is operating in the same space.
Okay, okay, that's a good concern actually, Ivan. But from my perspective, actually, I'm also worried because if you think about it, if the students want a cheap drink, they actually probably they will choose Misha instead of buying a coffee from Dunkin'. So actually now we are facing the same issue.
That's fair. I expected there might be some overlap. So let's explore how we can reduce that competition.
Hmm. All right. First of all, maybe we can identify our target customers. So for Dunkin', our biggest sellers is our hot coffee, our breakfast set, as well as our fresh donuts. So students usually buy these when they are rushing before their class or when they first arrive on the campus.
For Mitch, however, our popular items are cold drinks and ice cream. Students usually buy them during breaks or after studying. Actually, now that I think about it, our peak hours may be different.
Exactly. Students arriving in the morning might stop at Dunkin', and students taking a study break later might grab a cold drink from each other. So instead of competing at the same time, you're serving students at different moments throughout the day.
That's a good point.
All right. So so now where exactly were you planning to place us inside the study hall?
So I was thinking that the Dunkin' booth would be right beside the entrance, and the vending machine could be placed near the discussion rooms.
I'm Not sure I like that. Students entering the building will immediately see Dunkin'. They may already buy a drink before they even reach my machine.
I mean, that's actually the advantage of having a booth. So visibility is important.
Exactly. That's why I think we're not being treated equally.
So, what would you suggest?
Maybe the vending machine should be placed near the entrance instead.
But if that's the case, then we might face back the same problem. Students might just buy the drink from a vending machine and never visit my booth. So because of my business, it actually relies on attracting customers with a visual displays as well as our fresh products.
Both of you actually make valid points. So maybe instead of thinking about what's fair for the businesses, we should think about what's most convenient for students. So students entering the building naturally look for breakfast and coffee first. When they're deep into a study station, they probably don't want to walk all the way back to the entrance. That's when the vending machine becomes useful.
I suppose that's true. The vending machine should be available exactly when students don't want to leave their seats. I can accept that arrangement.
All right.
So now let's discuss rental. So since both businesses will be operating inside Study Loop Hub, there will be need to be a rental agreement.
Okay. How are you planning to charge us?
Initially, I was thinking of a fixed monthly rental.
Personally, I don't think I quite like that arrangement because sometimes my business will be busier and sometimes my business will be slower. But then I will still have to pay the same amount, even if I'm not making as much money.
Yeah, I have to agree with Ivan on that because universities have semester breaks. Our business is actually not consistent throughout the year.
That's a fair point. So what would you both propose?
Maybe a lower base rental with, with a percentage of our monthly sales.
Okay, I think I can work with that. It actually reduces our risk during the slow months.
It also motivates Study Loop Hub to bring in more students because our success becomes connected. I think that's a much better model.
All right,
Besides sharing the same location, I also like us to market together.
market together. But how would that work?
Suppose students book a discussion room, they receive a coupon, and they can choose either a discount at Dunkin' or a discount at Mishware.
Hold on. Why should I fund discounts for students who are actually your customers?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing actually. We are reducing our own profits.
Good point. Let's change the idea. Instead of discounts, how about loyalty rewards? So, for example, students collect stamps whenever they study at Study Loop Hub and buy something from Dunkin' or purchase a drink from Mixware. After collecting enough stamps, they receive one free study room booking.
That sounds much better. So instead of us suffering from giving discounts, we actually encourage a repeat visits from the students instead of us simply giving away our money.
I completely agree with that. It's also actually easier to manage. I, however, have one final concern. If study hub becomes crowded, how do we ensure students don't block access to the vending machine or the Dunkin' booth?
That's true. So even long queues at my booth can also create congestion.
Actually, I've thought about that. We'll separate the study area from the food area. So, students can purchase food and drinks near the entrance before entering the quiet zone. The vending machine will be placed just outside the discussion rooms so students can access it during breaks without disturbing others.
Well, that solves my concern.
Me too.
So let me summarize what we've agreed on. So Study Loop Hub will provide the study environment and manage the overall facility. Dunkin' Donuts will operate a coffee and snack booth near the entrance. Make sure we'll install a vending machine near the discussion rooms for students taking breaks, and rental will consist a lower fixed fee together with a percentage of monthly sales. And we'll launch a sharp loyalty program rather than offering constant discounts. And finally, we'll promote one another through poster, social media, and campus events. Does everyone agree?
Yes, I think we've managed to address everyone's concerns.
I agree as well. So I came into this meeting expecting our businesses to maybe clash or compete, but actually after discussing everything, I think we actually can manage to strengthen each other.
Yeah, that's exactly what I hope for. So instead of competing for the same students, we're creating one complete study environment where students can learn, eat, and relax without leaving the building. So, thank you both of your time today. I'm looking forward to working together.
Likewise.
All right, thank you guys. I think this will be a very successful partnership.